We have had an awesome summer.
It's been absolutely crazy.
The summer of 2017 was awesome. It was different. It was special. It was special because we knew that we were leaving the city at the end of the summer. And therefore, we wanted to spend time hanging out with friends. We wanted to sleep another night in another national park. And we wanted to hang out at the Jersey Shore. We started our summer with a trip to Acadia National Park. Our trip started with the lost luggage, which had our camping gear and tent. This presented some challenges as we didn't have a place to stay, but that's part of the fun of traveling, problem solving on your feet. Hear that?
What's that? What do you hear?
It's the wind. Eating lobster.
Why?
We're in Maine.
When in Maine, eat lobster.
At Thurston's.
Brought to you by Adventure Viv.
At night, Justin built a huge campfire while I played with big sparklers.
After Maine, our next trip was to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, where we had a chance to run around on the beach and spend time with family. I grew up going to the Outer Banks as a kid in North Carolina and always loved just how remote it is. On our way back from the lighthouse trip, we took a catamaran and Vivian decided to sit in the trampoline where, well, she got a little wet.
In between our awesome trips, we would return to New York and return to the grind. We felt as though we were leading double lives, one where we couldn't tell our colleagues the exciting trip ahead, and the other where we couldn't contain our excitement for the end of summer. We confided in each other and our closest friends to help keep us sane as we worked on selling our home and selling our things. We still had many more hurdles to overcome. California, the land of sun, sand, and beautiful coastline. We spent a long weekend celebrating a friend's wedding in Southern California and had the opportunity to explore Balboa Pier, Venice Beach, Griffith Park, and catch up with old friends. We also experienced June gloom, as you can see from the overcast footage in Malibu.
Back in the real world, back in New York, we went back to work. One of my all-time favorite things to do in the summer is hang out on rooftops. And that's exactly what we did.
We'd spend some weekend days on Long Island to hang out with my family. Every family gathering was more and more precious.
Just for the record, that's not my flower bag.
We also captained a barge for the day and moved some rocks around the Long Island Sound. July 4th was probably the best July 4th we've spent in the city.
Oh my God!
Wow!
Awesome!
Right in front of us.
Oh my God, there's a whole
Right in front of us.
we got the whole view.
Oh, yeah.
I usually try to avoid New York City for July 4th, but there's something spectacular about the annual fireworks show. We had prime seats on a rooftop in Sunnyside, Queens, and shared the magical experience with family and friends. We all cherished the moment, knowing full well this would perhaps be the last 4th of July spent together in New York City. On hot weekend days, we would recharge at Rockaway Beach. We would wake up early to beat the crowd, claim our plot of sand, and set ourselves up for people watching, reading, napping, and swimming in the chilly waters of the Atlantic Ocean.
Hi, Mom.
Out of all of our trips this summer, the highlight was watching the total solar eclipse in Lake Raven, Georgia. It was pretty much the most incredible phenomenon we've ever witnessed. For anybody who has not already experienced this, we urge you to make every effort when the next opportunity presents itself, wherever you are in the world. It is the most unbelievable 2.5 minutes I've ever experienced. Just go do it. It's totally worth it.
I would have to agree 100%. It's something that's really indescribable, and here we have a time lapse that shows us hanging out at our friend's house in the lake, which was cool. Obviously the time lapse is only going to give you an idea of what happens to the sky. It shows that basically it looks like nighttime for 2.5 minutes. But what you see in the sky is this, which the picture does not do justice for.
After the eclipse, we spent the night camping in the Great Smoky Mountains. The next morning, we hiked up this beautiful creek.
Back to New York once again, this time by rail. Spent time with friends in strawberry fields in Central Park. Did some rowboating. That's not true, we didn't do any rowboating. And of course, back to our friends' rooftops to hang out, barbecue, and enjoy the city view. Final getaway this summer took us to Canada for a quick trip to Toronto and the areas north of there. Birds, where I was basically practicing the use of my new camera, the Sony A6500, which will be our primary camera on the road. This footage came from the Toronto Bluffers Park, which was really cool, and from what I understand is sort of a Torontonian secret. Seth here wanted to show us his cool Toronto wave. So after an awesome 36 hours in Canada, we returned to New York for about 10 more days to prepare for our year-long adventure. And although we keep saying a year, we actually think that it might be more like a year and a half. Of course, this all depends on the budget. So we hit the city, we took care of business, and we got to work on our website and this video and so many other things. Hung out with friends, walked the streets, did all the things that we haven't been able to do in New York because we've had full-time jobs. And it's been really nice to end the summer in this way. We always wanted to have a little bit of free time in New York City before taking off.
We're gonna miss a lot of things about New York City. First and foremost, we're going to miss our family and friends. We're gonna miss our cats. We are going to miss the fun adult lives we've had, running around and playing all over the city. There are also lots of things that we will not miss. We won't miss the crowded subways, commuting to work.
Grand Central at rush hour? Sucks.
We won't miss the dirt and grime of New York City, seeing rats run around on subway tracks. So we're really excited for what's to come next. Our first stop is Italy, followed by Greece, and by November we hope to chase a summer somewhere in Southeast Asia. We hope to travel all around the world in this next year, making new friends and telling the stories of strangers that we meet along the way. So thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you on the road. We hope to see you somewhere fun.
Show you the world, take you